welcome back to another episode of Minecraft. This episode is a little different. As you can tell, this is not our world. For a while I've been playing with my brother and his fiance, and we've been playing on this world. And we've got a lot done on this world. So, I guess I will do a tour of this world, since I haven't really been playing on the other world a whole lot, like our main world. So, this is the world. The first thing we ever did when we got on here was we found this, and we found the cave, and our little setup was literally just from like here around. So everything in here was handmade, but I tried to keep as natural as I could. The second thing we did, we came down here, and originally we do still have the staircase. This staircase was our way down, and then the waterfall was by far my favorite, because we could just yoink ourselves down. This cave is massive. It goes farther down that way and right down in here. There's not a whole lot of work we've done that far down into the cave, but we do have plans for that part of the cave later on. At least I for sure do. We come back over here, and right over here was a zombie spawner. And originally it was only about like this big where the zombies dropped to. And so I had them drop farther down so I could have more space for everything. And right here I stand so I'm close enough to the spawner that they spawn frequently. Over here, this fine, fabulous thing connects to this giant cave. I do have plans for this cave in this water. My plans are building a giant village around it, but that's a little further down the road. We come over here, and conveniently enough, we ended up finding another skeleton spawner. Well, not another. This was the first skeleton spawner we found. I sit right here to spawn all of them since it's such a far drop. And then they all spawn in here. I have all of the chests sorted. And then here's our lava pit that we use to get rid of everything else we don't need from this spawner. There's another way into this spawner, and it's that way, and I'll show you that after when I walk past it. We come all the way back. I also, when I plan on building the village, I'm gonna break this wall down and make a dam down into there, and put a little lake around it with some like moss growing, and make it look like an actual like underground pond. We come back over here. We built this giant staircase because our staircase kind of sucked a little bit. Underneath the bridge, you never really see it unless you're down here, but I have lanterns hanging. We come all the way back up. This is our bridge. There's no support beams, and that's kind of one of the things I messed up with, was making the support beams. So eventually I'm gonna make the support beams. We come over to this little teeny tiny bridge, and over here is going to lead down into our mining system. I plan on making a giant mining system so we can obviously find diamonds really fast, and as you can see, I have not worked on it past this point, mainly because I've been focusing on the stuff in my house, but we will get to that in a minute. We're gonna climb up top and look at everything outside. Right here you can kind of get an idea of everything outside. Okay, so first thing we actually did up here, this entire ground was flat and it was a drop into this pond like it is right there. And so it took a while, but we eventually get a staircase down. We have our wheat, watermelons, potatoes, carrots, and then sugarcane along this whole back side. In here is our fisher hut. And it's actually doing pretty well. We haven't had any issues with anything spawning in there, thankfully. Underneath these, there's also lanterns as well. So it lights up the pond at night. Just to, like, I don't know, give it some decoration in a way. Right here is the chicken. I don't know what happened to the other chicken, but there was a bunch of chickens. Over here's our cows, and hopefully our one horse. Yep, he's all the way at the other side. Come over to this side, and we have the barn for our 2 sheep and 2 pigs. Up back here is our beehive. So in here we have all the bees. I really love how it turned out. Like, there is a lot of flowers, but they all fit perfectly in here. And where is he? We have a beautiful bee friend, and his name, hopefully I can find him. I don't know where he is. He might have gone back in his hive. His name is Barry B. Benson. And he was the first bee that popped out of one of the trees, so of course I named him Barry B. Benson. This staircase right here leads down back into another massive cave. I'm pretty positive that it's the same exact cave that we were just in. Over here is a little pond with a bunch of decorations all around, and I think down here I might make like a secret hut that only I would know how to get into, but I don't know what I want to put in there. And right behind it we have a little pathway around the house. This was originally all oak trees, and conveniently enough there was a dark oak forest over there. We love how it ended up turning out. It looks beautiful. And then with the ravine, I added all the vines, so when you're like sitting up top, it just looks nicer. Here we have some boats. Why is there a chicken in the boat? Why is there another chicken in the boat? Why is there another chicken in the boat? There's a lot of chickens in the boat. Over here, there's a giant pathway that we built across. That giant tower is for one of the newer achievements. There's another bridge, and we will go down to that in like 2 seconds. We will get over there soon. Over there is the boat dock. And then we come down here, and this is the second entrance to the skeleton spawner. I saw this entrance and was like, hey, let's go explore the cave. Turns out they both connected perfectly well. So we drop down, and it's quite a bit of ways that way, and then a giant kind of U-turn, but it's down here. I think I've explored this entire cave. I'm not too sure though, so eventually, if I haven't, I will. Now it's time to go to the giant mushrooms. So all these giant mushrooms are grown. I purposely grew all of them. They did not spawn like this. Up here is the guest house for my brother and sister-in-law. Their beds, their chests, some decoration, and then their backyard. That I will get to. They do have a house, and I will go to their house to show you their house after I'm done with my side of the world. So over here we have a rose garden. I plan on doing roses all the way over there, and then all the way up top for the sunflowers. or I might just like wrap it around. But we come up here, and this is where it gets really, really nice. So this is kind of a oasis. In here we have the fish. I will eventually go and get more fish for this. Over here we have our axolotls. This one is Lilo. This little baby one is Dobby from Harry Potter. Bro, thank you. Where are the other two? There's a yellow one and a pink one. No, where are they? No! Where are they? No! I'm gonna cry if they were killed. I don't know if they were killed, but I don't know where they are. Okay, back to the house, so I can show what all I have worked on. And there's still some stuff, like what's right in front of me, that I haven't gotten to. This was by far my favorite build that we're walking up to. This is the giant bridge for this lake, and then above me we have floating lanterns. And there's more of them right over here. I plan on doing them all on top of this bridge. This bridge goes all the way down, and then this one just connects right to there. And of course this one connects to our little island. This entire thing right here is a massive wheat field, and with how much wheat I get from this, I don't plan on making it any bigger, just because there's no need to make it any bigger with how much wheat I get from it. Right here is our lava pit to burn all the stuff we don't need. Our Nether Portal, which I will show you that to get to the other house. This is the entrance of my house. So over here is just a quick little, hey, let's toss everything in here and go sort it later. Over here is our enchantment table with a bunch of books, tools that either have been enchanted or I'm waiting to combine. This is my armor that I use when we are not on peaceful. I am on peaceful right now to tour the world without having to worry about mobs. Over here is just, I don't know, just decoration, honestly. And then we have both of our anvils. You turn left, and this is the bedroom. This is our dog, Bo, our bird, Hedwig, and then Willy. Willy is an inside joke. This lectern is eventually going to have everything in it that I've built. Over here is our furnace room, coal, stuff that has been smelted, stuff that still needs to be smelted. Come further down the hall, and this is where the house actually expands. So there's 4 different rooms right now in this area. Over here is our brewing room, and right in here is a book with all of the recipes, so I never forget. All the chests, and then back here is all the chests for all the potions. The other side I just finished working on yesterday. It's the Cactus Room, but I kind of realized pretty fast that these need to be right here in order to work correctly. I don't think any of them, yeah, none of them have dropped anything. We come farther down. That is unfinished, but it eventually will be built. Over here is the map room. So this is my brother and his fiance's house, and giant map. Over here is my house, and as you can see, my house is kind of on its own little island, and it's a pretty funky looking island, but you can see there's a lot of work we have done. Over here, that I need to get rid of. It's a tree. And then over here is the actual map room. So This is where we all ended up spawning. Conveniently enough, that is the material I use for my house, and it is probably one of the hardest biomes to find, so it was very nice spawning in it. Down here is my house, and just to show you how far the houses are, this is my house, and this is the other house. So it's 1, 2, 3 maps away. And then there's a giant ocean monument right in here, or like right around here. And then we have our ice biome, and then all the way up here, I don't remember why I came all the way up here, but I came up all the way over here for something. I just don't remember what it was. Probably will eventually. Over here is our map room. So the map room has seen many different stages. This is the final stage it will see. There is aquariums on all 6 sides. Back in this corner, it is completely unfinished, but there's definitely plans for what is going to be back here. We come all the way back, and you can either take the staircases down or the water if you're trying to go all the way down to the bottom. So the first layer, this entire side is wood. Over here is all the stones and like gravel. This is mainly like dirt, sand, sugar, bamboo, all of the good stuff. Right here's all the weapons and all of our lighting and all the extra accessories you can use to build will be going in that chest. This is all the food, everything from the nether. Back here is like all the mob droppings, all the ores. Over here we have nothing yet, but eventually something will be back there. We come farther down, and over here is all the dyes, and then mainly all the glasses, and then wool. There's only 3 wools I think I'm missing from that side. And as of right now, that is all that is down on this very last level. Down here is the train station, which is not done yet, but it does lead all the way to our desert biome. And I just did this to make it a whole lot easier to get sand, and then there's a staircase that leads up to it. And I plan on building this. We have this in the nether as well, because nether transportation is so much faster, but I just built it in this because it's right next to my house, and to pass the time I will probably make one that connects to the other house and probably many other different places, because I just find it so much more fun. I plan on building a track that goes to the end portal when we eventually go and find the end portal and fight the ender dragon. Finally, we are going into the nether portal, and we are gonna go and check out the other house and see every single thing that they have been working on as well. So we hop out of my portal, and I built this little hut like a week ago. We come out of our hut, and as you can see, there's definitely ice trails everywhere. This is the storage shed. Everything on this side is for the ice trails, and then everything on this side is stuff that is from the nether. This fabulous thing right here, I did not build. I did not build. My brother's fiance did, and it looks beautiful. It just sucks because guests can still blow it up, which is one of the main reasons why we have stayed on peaceful for a while, because we don't want this to get blown up while we're in the nether, and we are in the nether quite a lot. So this trail leads to many different places. The first place it led to was just connecting all of this. That leads to the ocean biome, like the coral reef and everything. This leads towards the actual ice biome, once you eventually get to it. It drops right there and goes all the way to the ocean biome. This goes to the Ocean Monument. Correction, this one goes to the ice biome. Down here is one of my brother's friends. It leads to his house. This, I don't remember what it leads to. This leads to my brother's house. This is the ice trail that I built to get between my house and their house. So we're gonna hop in this portal and look at everything they have, because everything they have is beautiful, and a lot of it was built by both of them. So you can really see, like, their style. This was built by my brother, and so is this elevator. Why is there a llama down here? Their chest room was built by him as well. And yes, it is small, but it is very, very nice. We come upstairs, and all these crystals were placed by my brother's fiance or my sister-in-law. We come upstairs, and this is the main room. So the main room is just this, and then over here is a kitchen. There's a dispenser down here for food. It's a fridge. Up here, this is their bedroom. That's a little story. And then they have their own little way up onto the treetops. This right here, I might not go across it. This is my bed. I might not go across it. It just leads to a giant cave that also has underground water that we plan on building a village down there as well. This is their back patio. We come back this way. Well, let's go out the front door. They have traps set down here. Not really like traps, but if someone falls down there, they're kind of stuck. These are my brother's birds. Over here is probably the most beautiful part about this house. Their panda bear home. So they've had panda bears, and there's Harold. All the rest of them kind of just despawned, or my theory was they kind of just climbed out. So we looped to the back of the house, and this is the back of the house. These skipping pads were made by my brother's fiance. So was this gazebo, and it looks beautiful. I really, really love how it looks. It fits the build perfectly around their house. Right here they have a little cove, and I really, really want to do something with that cove for them. Up here is the aquarium that my brother built. It's nice, it's nice. I might go get them more tropical fish. We come up top, and right in here we have the Enchantment Room. And it's mainly just a bunch of colored glass. And yeah, it looks really, really nice. I really like how she did everything in it and how it turned out. It looks amazing. I'm debating on going to the Ocean Monument, mainly because it is an ocean monument, but we spent, I'm trying to think, we spent maybe like 3 real life days going back and forth, getting sand, everything, to drain out the Ocean Monument. So actually we are going to go to the Ocean Monument. That is the last thing that we have worked on. To my knowledge, that is the last thing that we have worked on. And I know it was a pain in the butt and very confusing because the Ocean Monument is a maze. And yeah, so this is by far one of the scariest ways to get to it, is me climbing down the ladder the way I do, but it's definitely worth it. We walk out of our portal, and this is the Ocean Monument. So, first floor, nothing too special, but, like, as you can see, we truly did. It was mainly my brother, but we helped him as much as, like, we could. It just, I can't sit still and do one thing for too long. That's why when I'm always working on projects, I'm always bouncing back and forth between projects. So helping him was me helping him. It just wasn't me helping him as much as he needed me to help him. And then the entryway, obviously, if you're just going by it, is right in the dead center. But to my knowledge, this is everything that has been worked on in this world, and it is a pretty fun world. We play on it as often as we can, and yeah, I just really love this world, and I feel like my Let's Play world by itself is definitely gonna somewhat look like this, which I am totally fine with. But yeah, I just wanted to upload this because I haven't been working on my world in a while, and I wanted to have something to upload because it has been so long. So, thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video, hopefully very, very soon. And let me know if you like the build ideas that we have made in this world, and if you want to see them in our other world that we have. Again, thank you for watching, and I will see you soon. Goodbye.